Some trails are happy ones, others are blue. It's the way you ride the trail that counts. Here's a happy one for you. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the happy weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. All right. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you're on a happy trail. Hey, okay. Hildy, hello. Hildy's looking for a ball, which is, she found this ball. She just almost knocked over a coffee looking for it. It's a little bit, it's a little much. Hildy, I'm going to be doing this show now. We need to not be looking for that at the moment, okay? Hey, JX. Hey, Mary. Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave, I mailed you something. Check your mailbox. Dave in LA. I'm going to give you a little heads up. No. Hildy, this is no good. Can you do me a favor and just get the ball that she's looking for? Because this is just going to, I don't know, it's like under there or something. Yeah. I don't know where it is, but she just almost knocked over the coffee, and it's going to be chaos. Just if you find it and then hide it, please. Okay. So, thanks. Just go hide it somewhere, please. Thank you. All right, here we are. Yes, so what did I, oh, this is what I wanted to describe. So I auctioned off that hat, which was already sent and already received down in Tennessee. Then I auctioned off a ribbon. I think it was Mila who said, that's okay, I don't need the ribbon. I appreciate that. Give it to someone who needs a ribbon. And then Dave said, how about along with the ribbon, an add-on prize, which was the assigned sticker for my comedy special. So I found one sticker, signed it, and I looked on the back, and it was already inscribed to someone. Who was it inscribed to? I will tell you the story. So 5 years ago, was it 5 years ago? No, it was 4 years ago. I was down in Atlanta. We were making that movie, Red Notice, and two of the cast members, the movie stars, they gave bottles of booze. They gave bottles of booze to each of the cast members. So The Rock gave every member of the cast a bottle of his Terramana tequila or whatever it was. I think he gave us 2 bottles even, of two different flavors, I think. And then Ryan Reynolds gave us a bottle of his, was it gin? Aviator gin, maybe? So then I thought, oh, I'm going to sign a copy of a sticker for my comedy album and give it. So on the back of the sticker, it says, Dear Ryan. So just so you know, Dave, when you get that sticker, I didn't think your name was Ryan. It was just the only sticker I could find in the house. It was already signed. I just never figured out a way to deliver it to. Yeah. All right. Hildy, what is going on? She's still. You know what? I don't mind her knocking over this or that, but the cup of coffee was going to be a mess. So that was the real problem. All right. That's Dale Evans. Some trails are happy ones. You know what? I honestly don't know how to strum to this tune because the strumming pattern that I usually use, that dotted rhythm, it just doesn't fit this. It's got to have a clong, ka clong, ka clong, ka clong, ka tong, ka tong, ka tong, ka tong. Some trails are happy ones. I don't know. I need a little cowboy strumming lesson. Jill asks, "Is that you in the thumbnail?" That is I. That is the young Ethan at Parrot Jungle in Miami on a family vacation. I think I must have been 8, maybe 9 years old, and I have a bunch of birds on me. And probably some bird poop too. Although I would have remembered if that happened. I don't think there was bird poop. No, Hildy, you're not. Ah, there it is. She knocked it over. Hildy, stay over there, would you? Yeah, that's a fun picture. Resurfaced. So we got back to New York. We had a long ass drive, as they say. You know, I was once in an opera, and the director was from France, and during a break from rehearsal, various people brought different things to eat. So someone brought some cake, and someone else complimented the cake. I kept almost saying contemplated. Complimented. Someone else complimented the cake and said, "Wow, that's some good ass cake. That is some good ass cake." And the director said it took her a while when she got to America as a native French speaker to know what the hell were people talking about with that ass thing. Like she was wondering, what's ass cake? There is that, I think he's Norwegian, that Norwegian comedian. I think I've posted that before. It's one of the funniest comedy bits ever. I think it's on Conan. He's one of those one name. Yeah, Ismo. Yeah, it's from. I'm gonna put a link. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. Ismo, ISMO. You got to look this guy up. The bit is called "Ass is the most complicated word in the English language." It's really funny. The bit has almost 10 million views on Team Coco. It's Conan O'Brien's YouTube. Here, I'll put it in the chat. Watch this comedy bit later. You'll be so glad you did. It'll change your life. It's very astute. It's very funny. He takes the whole 7 or 8 minutes of the bit of the set to just parse the word ass and how it's used, the complicated and multifarious ways it's used in the English language. It's totally brilliant. Yeah. Yes, Jill, you remember that bit. Unforgettable. Unforgettable. By the way, I just noticed in that thumbnail my hair. I had a real situation with my hair as a kid. It was just sort of, you know, it was the situation was just shy of being dire enough for someone to call Child Protective Services on my parents for what they did to my hair and what they allowed me to walk around with on top of my head. I really took a lot of heat for it when I went to my new school. In my elementary school, I was, I had other problems, but that didn't come up. But when I switched schools when I was like 11 or 12, boy, I got razzed for that hair. It was kind of like a page, like a medieval page boy, because it was like long on the sides. It was a disaster. I don't know what was going on in our neck of the Bronx, in our neighborhood. I'm not blaming it on polio, but the barber, there was this really very nice old Italian gentleman who walked with a terrible limp because he had had polio as a kid in our barber shop on Astor Avenue in Pelham Parkway in the Bronx. And I think it's his fault, that haircut. Although, of course, the parents have, the parents have the final say on a haircut, you'd think. So, yes, neuro, you get the point with the way ass is used. Exactly, Mary. I'm not blaming it on polio, but by the way, Philip Roth, one of his last 3 novels, I can't remember which one, but it was incredible. It's about the polio epidemic. Amazing. I don't know, Mom, you're asking, you think? I don't know what that, are you incredulous about how terrible that haircut was? Or are you incredulous about the idea that parents should have a little oversight going on what's going on top of their kids' heads when they leave the barber? Oh, thank you, JX. You're making me feel better about my childhood. You say it looks okay. You say it looks good to me. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Maybe I'm looking back through excuse me, I had some eruptos, some eruptions. Oh, now my mother is really coming after me. She says, look in the mirror. What, you're saying you don't like my haircut now? Are you roasting? Am I being roasted by my own mother on my own show? My God. That is harsh. Wow. All right. Well, luckily we have a family therapy session scheduled so we can work this out. Oh yeah, that's 70s. I guess that 70s look might be back in vogue. No, let me explain what's going on with my hair right now. I just let it go. I do not touch it when I have a TV shoot coming up, which I have tomorrow. I don't touch it because you got to give the hair and makeup people as much leeway as possible. So they have to have more options to deal with. So like tomorrow, I'm the Iranian dad again on this series, The Better Sister. And last time I made the mistake of cutting my own mustache, and it was too short for their taste, so they had to draw it in. So this time I'm prepared. So I'm gonna show up with it a little bit too long. Yes, thank you, Nemesis. That was the title of the novel. Nemesis, exactly. What a great novel. I think I have it on the shelf right there. Yeah. Philip Roth, Nemesis. Mom, you say I liked my hair? I'm not buying it. I'm going to need to see video evidence of that. JX says, willing to blame polio and his parents, but he liked it. All right. Wow. I had no idea we were going to be investigating childhood hairdos on today's show, but that's what I get for using that particular thumbnail. I think it's time for a song. It's the only way to get out of this situation. Oh my God, we haven't done this song in forever. Yes, Philip Roth's Nemesis, great book. This is the Carpe Diem song from 1948. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Carpe Diem. Seize the day. Someone posted on Instagram today that pep talk scene from Dead Poets Society. is that Peter Weir? Is that the name of the director? That it's Robin Williams describing and inspiring his students, describing the world of poetry, the magic of poetry. But I can't help thinking whenever I see that now, I can't help thinking of the spoof that they did on SNL, where they all get on their desks. Look that up if you can. It's incredible. You work and work for years and years, you're always on the go. You never take a minute off, too busy making dough. Someday you say you'll have your fun when you're a millionaire. Imagine all the fun you'll have in your old rocking chair. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. You're gonna take that ocean trip, no matter come what may. You've got your reservations, but you just can't get away. Next year for sure, you'll see the world, you'll really get around. But how far can you travel when you're 6 feet underground? Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Oh my God. I listened to an episode during my drive today. I listened to the latest episode of This Is Actually Happening. It's a podcast I've talked about it, some different episodes on this show before. My God, this was an incredible, like a lot of those episodes, it's really inspirational to see what a particular person faced with an unimaginably difficult challenge does, rising to the occasion. I don't want to say too much about it, but it's a story of, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to stick it in the chat. I don't want to tell you anything about it. This latest episode, holy mackerel. If you can, what I'm going to say is, if possible, do not read the title even. If possible, just listen to the podcast. It's like trying to watch the US Open highlights on YouTube without figuring out in advance who won the match. It's almost impossible to do because, annoyingly, the thumbnail photo they use when they're showing highlights from Grand Slam tennis matches, they always, in the thumbnail, they put a photo of the person who won. If anyone's watching this from USTA or from Wimbledon or from Australia or from the French Open or from Flushing Meadows or wherever the US Open is, please stop doing that. Please stop putting a photo of the winner in the thumbnail, because some of us like to watch those matches after the fact and we don't want to know who won. All right? Jeez. You know it's good when everything's a spoiler. That's right. Everything. Yeah, see if it's possible for you to hold your hand over your eyes while clicking on the link to that episode of This Is Actually Happening. It's just incredible. Totally incredible. Yeah, Roland Garros, one of my favorite Rolands in the world. I look like I'm squinting. I'm seeing myself now. I think I'm a little tired from my trip. Carl Zygmunt. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Carl Zygmunt. Let's look up Carl Zygmunt. American songwriter Carl Zygmunt. He was born in Crown Heights, Brooklyn in 1909. And wow, he looks like an insurance salesman or a like a Cadillac salesman. Carl Sigman. Wow. Sigman. He died September 30th, 2000. Oh no, yeah, September 26th, 2000. So he had just hit 91 years old, if my math is right. Carl Sigman. I want to see if my rule of thumb. I just flew in from Chicago, and boy, are my parrots tired. Very nice. That's a nice twist. Early life. Born in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. This is my rule. I told you about this last night or the night before. On Wikipedia, there are no Jews. There are no Jews on Wikipedia. There are only people who were born into Jewish families. I don't know what this is, but Wikipedia will not say that someone is Jewish. I'm telling you, this is not a conspiracy. This is just how it is. Here it is once again. Born in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York, to a Jewish American family. Sigmund graduated from law school, passed the bar exam to practice in the state of New York. Instead of law, encouraged by his friend Johnny Mercer, he embarked on a songwriting career that saw him become one of the most prominent and successful songwriters in American music history. He was awarded the Bronze Star for his efforts in Africa during World War II. Carl Sigman. He wrote the music to that. Enjoy yourself. Yes, JX. That's the theory I'm going with. There are no Jews on Wikipedia. There are only people like, there are only babies who happen to be left with Jewish families. It's a weird world on Wikipedia. Okay, that's, he wrote a lot of hits. Carl Sigman. Now let's look up, we've done this before, but I can't remember. So Herb Magidson, the lyricist. His music was used in over 23 films and 4 Broadway revues. He won the first Academy Award. I know we read this before. He won the first Academy Award for Best Original Song in 1934. What was the song? For his lyrics to "The Continental," used in "The Gay Divorce," starring Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. All right, that was the song, "The Continental," that's a really good piece of trivia. The song "The Continental," 90 years ago in 1934, won the very first Academy Award for Best Song. Words by Herb Magidson. Well, they don't have a personal life section, so we can't tell. We don't know about his parentage, but Herb Magidson. All right. How's everybody's weekend? How was everybody's weekend? I hope you had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. Got in the water a few times. Long drive. When you have the 3 dogs at once, you got to do a bunch of stops. So it really stretches. Here's another cowboy song. From this valley, they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are taking the sunshine that has brightened our path for a while. Brightened our pathway a while. Those are the lyrics. Won't you think of this valley you're leaving? Oh, how lonely, how sad it will be. Oh, think of the fond heart you're breaking and the grief you are causing me. I feel like there needs to be a refrain. It's weird. This song, it just feels like it's verse, 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 but no chorus. Huh. Is there a missing chorus here? Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, or adieu, if you like. But remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy that loves you so true. Red River Valley, 1896, little cowboy tune. Someone's abandoning someone. It's a song of abandonment. Neuro explains the problem here. A lot of folk tunes have no B section. It's just A until you run out of verses. Well, thank you for confirming what I was suspecting with that. It just suddenly felt, I never thought of it before. It just suddenly felt like it was really missing. Like the song was begging a chorus right there, where you would sing about the beauty of the Red River Valley. Maybe about the fact that anyone who's ever spent time in the Red River Valley has fallen in love. How it's love that flows through the river, the Red River. The Red River, it's a river of love. Something. Because I feel like it just needs one. You only have to have the chorus once. You got 2 verses, chorus, verse, chorus. I guess you could do it that way. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. I don't know. We don't know who wrote that because it's like a traditional thing. It's a cowboy tune. Wait, let me look it up. Red River Valley. Traditional cowboy song. Oh, where is it? It's way out there in oh, it's in Canada. Red River Valley. Cowboy song. Standard of uncertain origins. Cowboy love song, Bright Laurel Valley, in Bright Mohawk Valley, Bright Little Valley. It had a lot of names. Lyrics and chords. Yeah, there it is. There's anecdotal evidence that the song was known in at least 5 Canadian provinces before 1896. 1896, I don't know a lot of dates, honestly. But I do know that La Boheme was written in 1896. So this song is from the same year. So this finding that it comes from at least 5 different Canadian provinces, speculation that the song was composed even earlier, in 1870, at the time of the Wolseley expedition to Manitoba's northern Red River Valley. It expresses the sorrow of a local woman, possibly a métisse, as her soldier lover prepares to return to the east. Who is métisse? Oh, Indigenous people of the homelands in Canada's 3 prairie provinces. All right. Wah, 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 canceled valley. Okay, here's more from Neuro about the structure of songs. That was the case when the Beatles made the scene. Oh, a lot of folk tunes have no B section. Okay, then Neuro goes on. That was the case when the Beatles made the scene. Suddenly we're hearing pop songs with an introduction, A theme, B theme, development, recapitulation, and a coda, the full sonata form. Wow. Gee, Mr. This is like Mr. Smarty Pants here. All right. I'm going to read that again. Suddenly we're hearing pop songs with the Beatles. Introduction, A theme, B theme, development, recapitulation, and coda. All right. I know. Now I got to look at some songs and try to identify those parts. Good to know. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails. Oh, I wanted to play the Elvis song that's on page 44. I don't remember what it was, but I remember I made a note to myself. Page 44. You can shake an apple off an apple tree. Shake, shake your sugar, but you never shake me. Ooh, yes, sir. I'm on stick like glue, because I'm stuck on you. Hide in the kitchen, hide in the hall. Ain't gonna do you no good at all. Once I catch you and the kissing stops, a team of wild horses couldn't tear us apart. Gonna run my fingers through your long, gonna run my fingers through your long black hair. Squeeze you tighter than a grizzly bear. Yes, sir. I'm on stick like glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you. I'm on a stick like glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you. Something like that. All right. That's Elvis. Well, I closed the book. I don't know who wrote it. But we know that as a lovely Elvis song. Thank you very much for tuning in. I am Ethan. There's my name. There's my finger. There's a hairy knuckle. There's my name, Ethan Hirschenfeld. This is the No Show. It happens every night at 9. Every single night at 9. If you haven't, do me a favor. Do me a little favor. Register for this event. If you can't make it, you can't make it. But please register for this event, our big fundraiser for Movement Voter PAC is happening this week, Thursday night at 7 p.m. East, 4 p.m. West, 6 p.m. in Chicago, I think. Please sign up. We already have about 500 people attending. We're trying to fill the Zoom room with 3,000 people. Great lineup. We have Julia Quinn, author of the Bridgerton novels. We have MC Congressman Jamie Raskin. And then we have comedians David Feldman, John Fugelsang, Alonzo Bowden, and Lewis Black. Just a great lineup. Hosted by me and the Reverend Barry Lynn. You will enjoy it. It just lasts an hour. Sign up. If you feel like donating $1, you may, but it's not necessary. And there it is. I put the link in the chat. And thank you for your eyes and your ears, and I will see you tomorrow night.